There is a primal terror that lives just beneath the surface of our civilization, a clawed beast hiding behind the curtain of the full moon, the werewolf. Since the early days of cinema, filmmakers have tried to capture the horror, the pain, and the savage beauty of man turning into monster, but few have succeeded. Why? Because transforming a human into a creature of nightmare is no simple task. The werewolf transformation is one of horror cinema's most iconic and challenging feats. From Lon Chaney Jr.'s groundbreaking metamorphosis in The Wolfman, to the grotesque brilliance of An American Werewolf in London, and the bone-cracking terror of The Howling, audiences are drawn to the physical unraveling of humanity. It's not just a spectacle, it's a psychological event, a metamorphosis of identity. In this guide, you'll learn what it takes to film a truly convincing werewolf transformation, one that haunts the viewer long after the screen goes dark. No shortcuts, no shaky digital cheat codes, just raw cinematic craft. You'll discover how to wield the tools of the trade: lighting, makeup, special effects, and more importantly, how to thread them together into something unforgettable, something feral. But beware. This process requires obsession, precision, a little madness. Because when done correctly, the werewolf transformation doesn't just change the character, it transforms your audience. It pulls them into the jaws of your vision. Let's begin. First step, lighting the scene. Darkness is your canvas, light your brush. When filming a werewolf transformation, lighting isn't just an accessory, it is the atmosphere, the tension, the creeping dread that slithers beneath the surface of every frame. The human eye fears what it cannot fully see. So we use shadows, strategically, to conceal what's coming, and then reveal it, a sliver of transformation, a glimpse of something unnatural breaking through flesh. Suspense is born in the unseen. Begin with low-key lighting, 1 or 2 sources. Keep it moody. Position your lights at odd angles, behind the actor, beneath the chin, partially obscured. The goal is to distort, to fragment the familiar shape of the body. Use hard light to carve out bone structure, cheekbones sharpening, hands elongating. Use soft light when you want to blur reality, to give the illusion of skin shifting beneath the surface. A well-placed backlight can highlight the sudden sprouting of fur on a silhouette. A red gel over a key light can suggest the bloodlust awakening inside. And remember the eyes. Always the eyes. When the transformation begins, that's where the soul starts to fracture. Light them carefully. Rim lights can catch the growing reflection of the moon. Eye lights can sell the predator emerging. A sudden flash of lightning reveals a fully transformed figure crouched in the shadows. The scene cuts back to an empty space. Whatever was there is now gone. Lighting is your tension wire. Pull it taut, stretch it until it hums, and then snap it at just the right moment when the audience thinks they're safe. Because the true terror of the transformation is not in the monster, it's in the becoming. And now that we've bathed our scene in dread, it's time to give the beast its skin. Next, mastering the makeup. Flesh is deceptive, soft, familiar. But when it begins to warp, when skin bubbles and stretches, when fingernails splinter into claws, the audience no longer sees a person. They see a predator awakening beneath the surface. Makeup is where the metamorphosis becomes physical. It's the bridge between actor and monster. And it begins not with blood or fur, but with structure. First, build the foundation. Foam, latex, or silicone prosthetics, shaped to elongate the face, sharpen the jaw, broaden the brow. Think of the wolf's skull. Stretch the human form toward it. Jaw extenders, cheek prosthetics, and brow pieces should be applied with precision, blending into the actor's skin seamlessly. Next comes texture. Use stippling sponges to mimic pores and stretch marks. Add subtle veins, liver spots, and red irritation around areas of transformation. Transformation is pain. Let the skin tell that story. Show the trauma of becoming. Teeth are critical. Invest in custom dental prosthetics. Fangs that feel organic, asymmetrical, like they grew in anger, not symmetry. Avoid perfection. Monsters aren't pretty. And then the fur, but not all at once. Never all at once. Apply it in stages, strategically, using hair-punching or lace-backed fur appliances. Blend it with spirit gum and flesh-toned adhesives. Let the audience see the growth, the crawl of the animal taking over the body. Don't forget the body. A transformation that ends at the face feels incomplete. Use airbrushed body paint to simulate torn tendons, bruised flesh, and raised veins. Add subtle latex bladders beneath prosthetics for pulsation, breathing skin, and always remember, the transformation is about layers. Human breaking, monster rising. Blend your work like the two identities colliding, blurred, violent, unnatural. When done right, makeup becomes the monster's soul, tangible, horrifying, beautiful. But flesh alone is not enough. To truly sell the transformation, you need motion. And that, dear filmmaker, is where special effects take over. Next, adding the special effects. Now comes the alchemy, the part where physics is betrayed, where bones shatter and realign, where eyes split in color and torsos stretch beyond human boundaries. You've painted the flesh, sculpted the snout, but to make the transformation live, you must breathe movement into the monster. Without special effects, your transformation is a mask, but with them, it becomes a mutation in progress. Practical effects are the spine of realism. Hidden pulleys and servos can twist features. Bladders beneath the surface simulate the swelling of bones, the tightening of sinew. With each pulse, the illusion deepens. No CGI will ever match the tactile horror of something truly there. Motion control rigs can bring the snout forward, extend fingers into claws using hydraulic fingers or layered prosthetics that pull back as the new limb emerges. Every movement must feel painful, unnatural, like the body is revolting against itself. But practical effects alone cannot carry the transformation. That's where CGI augmentation comes in. Not as the star, but as the phantom hand behind the curtain. Use CGI to enhance, never replace. Layer digital veins, subtly shift skin tone, add hair growth frame by frame. But most importantly, blend. Always match digital lighting to your practical set. Poor lighting ruins the illusion. A well-placed digital shadow can sell a snarl like nothing else. Don't forget, motion capture. If your werewolf performs, runs, howls, hunts, you may want a performer in a suit or markers giving weight and fluidity to the beast. No random movement. Wolves move with purpose. Motion capture allows you to maintain that animal intensity. And then sound. Yes, sound is a special effect. Sound sells pain, bones breaking, skin stretching. Let your audience feel the agony. Every crunch, every tremble should echo with transformation. Layer Foley effects. Use celery for bones, rubber sheets for skin, even animal growls mixed with human howls. When all of these elements synchronize, practical, digital, sonic, something horrifying and beautiful emerges. A sequence that grips the audience and doesn't let go. But it doesn't happen by accident. It takes foresight, choreography, a director with vision, and a team in sync. And that brings us to our final chapter. Bringing it all together. The transformation is ready, the camera rolls, and in that darkened room, surrounded by sweat, light, and monstrous intent, your werewolf is born. But how did you get here? Not with luck, not with guesswork, with meticulous planning, with collaboration, with obsession over every detail, every frame. Let's remember what it took: lighting to set the tone, shadows to seduce the imagination, highlights to reveal the beast in stages, makeup and prosthetics, layered and blended to mimic the body in violent rebellion, stretching towards something older, wilder, special effects, both practical and digital, to simulate what the human body cannot naturally do, to show the impossible and sell it as real. And then the sound, that chorus of pain and fury that binds the illusion together, that makes your viewers wince and wonder if their own bones might start to shift. But none of it works in isolation. The real power of a werewolf transformation is in its orchestration, a symphony of terror. Every department, makeup, lighting, VFX, sound, playing their part with precision. One mistake, one beat out of sync, and the illusion crumbles. Watch the classics: The Howling, American Werewolf in London, Dog Soldiers. You'll see it, the discipline behind the madness. No wild guesses, just wild execution. So experiment, collaborate, obsess. Plan your shots. Storyboard the transformation. Rehearse it, then rehearse again. Whether you're filming on a shoestring budget or with a studio's war chest, vision costs nothing. And when you finally get it right, when fur grows from flesh and a snarl becomes a scream, you'll see it in your audience's eyes. They'll lean forward, breath caught in their throat. Their human mind will know it's fake, but something deeper, older, will whisper, it's real. This has been how to film a convincing werewolf transformation. Now, go unleash your monster. If you enjoyed this story and want more chilling legends and terrifying tales, make sure to like this video. It really helps us out. You can also click on our Ultimate Werewolf playlist to watch more horror and cryptid stories. The link is in the description below. And if you love horror, folklore, and unexplained mysteries, subscribe to the channel and join our growing community of fear seekers. But don't stop there. Turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon so you never miss a new story. Because in the world of horror, the scariest things happen when you least expect them. And trust me, you don't want to be left in the dark. Welcome to the darkness.